The following is a Bergen-Fischer Studios podcast.
Once in a while, I find myself struggling to make sense of situations that seem to be impossibly irrational. I know that in doing so, I'm indulging in irrational behavior of my own. This really gets me worked up because I pride myself in being logical. I also pride myself in the fact that I avoid being inconsistent or hypocritical whenever possible. So why can't I let it go? I sometimes wonder if it's just because I can't handle an unsolved mystery. I mean, maybe there's a touch of that, I tell myself, but that can't possibly be all of it. The truth is that I comfortably put hazy mysteries out of my mind all the time. Some questions can't be answered, at least not by me. Maybe there's a clue to be had there. I recently came to the realization that I can't let go of certain mysteries because I can answer the questions. Earlier this year, I found myself at the end of a 14-year relationship. I'm sure she has her own explanation of what wasn't working, but mine is pretty simple. She didn't seem like she was very interested in being with me. After I told her that I felt that things were over, she seemed to find everything about me extremely interesting. Too late for her to plug into me, but that's something for another episode. The question that I got stuck on was, why do you want to be with me after I break up with you for not showing any signs of wanting to be with me? The whole thing seemed kind of messed up. I mean, the relationship is over, and now you want to try? Now you love me? Now I'm interesting? It was easy to dismiss her attempts as some sort of claim to ownership of me, but that didn't feel like I'd solved the mystery. For months I mulled this over. She didn't show any interest in me. We broke up. She immediately found me interesting. Not exactly rational behavior. Or was it? When I was a kid, I had a cat. Now, my job was to make sure that she had food and water, that she got let outside to do her business, and if she made a mess in the house, to clean it up. Of course, being a kid, I didn't take these responsibilities very seriously at all. My dad talked to me and made it clear that if I wasn't going to take proper care of the cat, he would find her an owner who would. I didn't take care of her because I was more interested in other things. One day I came home from school to find that the cat was gone. My dad told me that I'd had every opportunity to take care of her, but I'd neglected her instead. He told me that living things have needs that cannot be ignored. For that reason, he'd given her to someone who was able to give her the care and attention that I hadn't. Of course, I was devastated. I cried because the cat was gone. I cried because I loved her. I cried because I could have kept her if only I'd taken 10 minutes out of my daily distractions to give her what she needed. If I'd had another chance, I would have done things differently. Unfortunately for me, that opportunity had passed. That memory popped into my head the other day, and I realized that, to my ex, in a way I was that cat. She wasn't being irrational in showing interest in me after the relationship was over. Her love and sincerity didn't need to be called into question. There was no real mystery. And I guess that's what my subconscious mind was trying to tell me. That's the reason I couldn't let it go. It's kind of funny how a childhood experience allowed me to gain an understanding of a seemingly complicated adult problem. Have any of you had a similar experience? Send me an email. I'd love to hear about it.